Affirmation Station, Affirmation Station. What's today's affirmation? Welcome, sunshine, to Affirmation Station. My name is Charente Carr of JCLV21, where I joyously coach life victory. And today, I am the conductor on this here train where we learn how to maintain our mind, our body, and our spirit before going to our next destination. This stop, just so you are aware, has transfers to the best day ever on platform 2 or the worst day ever on platform 3. Choose wisely on how you're going to see your day on today. Like every show, I'll be walking you through 4 exercises to kickstart or invigorate your day with your mind at peace, your soul feeling loved, and that body feeling right of yours. Yeah, child. This show is live recorded on the Wisdom app at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. Audio app is available on iOS App Store and Google Play Store. This is an application that's pretty much like a live radio of amazing mentors that pour in wisdom every day of the hour for free 99. Don't you love free? I do. Come over. Join the live audience. I would love to have you if you're listening to this on a podcasting platform. Come over. Yeah. So, for today's episode is focused on skincare for cold weather. And because I've never probably said this on Affirmation Station, I am melanin hued. So when I was looking things up, I did look up stuff specifically for melanin hued individuals, but there are still tips for other skin types as well and lesser amounts of melanin in your skin. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there because skincare is serious, y'all, especially when the coldness comes in, because then your skin gets dry, there's no moisture, and you wondering what the heck is going on. Because summer, all the oil was out. It was living its best life on your in the winter, you don't know what's going on. That's what I'll be talking about later. So, with that all being said, we're going to keep pushing on to the push on. We're going to go to the pre-workout moment. Yes. The pre-workout moment is so we can move some energy that has been stagnant to wake up just a little bit more. And how we do this is we start by putting our hands in front of us and start shaking them. Shaking them. Just keep shaking them. Shake your hand and shake those hands. Yeah. Shake those hands. Shake those hands, shake those arms. Get it all nice and loose. Do circles if you want to in the air. Keep shaking those hands. Keep shaking those hands. Keep shaking those hands. And stop. Whew. I feel more awake and alive. How about you, baby boo? Okay. So, without further ado, because we did our pre-workout, but you got to know the cues to listen out for so you can follow along, Make things easy. So, let me introduce you to the sounds that you'll be hearing, at least the main 2 that you'll be hearing throughout today's episode. When you hear this first sound, this ding-dong means that we're beginning an exercise. And when you hear this sound, this ding-dong-ding means exercise completed. You can do a touchdown dance if you want to, because you did that shit, okay? Okay. So, now that we know the sounds that abound on this ground, let's go ahead and head to our first exercise. This first exercise is called Say It and Claim It. This is all about speaking words of affirmation. So if you're feeling down, remember it is a-okay to frown. Just remember to speak yourself back up with compliments or saying, I love you. Here are the instructions. Say these affirmations with me inside of your mind with that beautiful imagination, or say these affirmations out loud with that beautiful voice of yours. If you were looking for the maximum benefit, say these affirmations in front of a mirror or your front camera. Use what you got. Use what you got to look at yourself in this moment. Now, with all that simply being said, let's go ahead and just get started. It's time to repeat after me to keep you mentally free. I love myself. I trust myself. I honor myself. I value myself. For the good of all and harm to none, money flows to me easy and effortlessly. I love my skin. I am gentle with myself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way, my life gets better and better. My success is inevitable. Stop repeating after me. Just crushing it with all this love inside of you. Ooh, child, I'm so proud of you because you did it. You did it. You did it, did it, did it. You spoke love into yourself. It took less than a minute. So don't you forget it. Moving on. Yeah. We're going to our next exercise of the day. This exercise is called the breathing. This is where we focus on our life force, our chi, our prana, if you will. Breathing is a natural thing that our body does without us even asking. Today, we're going to consciously breathe as it allows us to energize our body, focus our mind, and tap into our inner light that powers us up to say, what's up, though? How y'all doing? Okay. It helps us talk, you know? Here are the instructions. There are 4 sets to listen out to how you're currently in with your body right now. If you're currently in the lying down position, this first set is for you. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. Relax your shoulders and close those eyes. And if you want to relax even deeper, go ahead and tense that body for 15 seconds, release it, and do that one more time. If you're driving, this next set of instructions is for you. Move your booty from side to side. Get comfortable in that ride. Sit up straight, relax your shoulders, and go ahead and keep your eyes open. Safety is important. If you are not driving and you are sitting down, this next set is for you. You get to move your booty from side to side too. Plant your feet on the ground. Sit up straight, relax your shoulders, and close your eyes. If you need to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes open. No shame here. Just do what works best for you. And the last set of instructions is if you're standing up. Stand up straight and relax your shoulders. I just want to recommend that you keep your eyes open this entire time. If you want to close your eyes, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere and then do that. But I recommend that you just do this with your eyes closed or eyes open if you are standing up. Safety, safety, safety. Cool. This is an amazing thing. Okay. And I have to do one thing. And I think you already know what it is. PSA moment, PSA. Please know, if you start feeling lightheaded, please soften and slow your approach or simply stop. If you are pregnant or think you are pregnant, you don't need to hold your breath. Just breathe slowly and follow along. Okay? Okay. Back to our regular scheduled show. Today, we're going to be doing the 5-5-5 technique. And it goes a little something like this. We're going to inhale through the nose for 5 counts. We're going to hold for 5 counts. We are going to let out for 5 counts. Okay? You can let out through your mouth or through your nose, whatever it is that you would like to do. You do you, baby boo. I'm just going to instruct you. That's pretty much it. So, it's the 5-5-5. And if you're ready, I'm ready. So, let's go ahead and begin. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because why not? And now stop. You can go back into regularly breathing. You did a really good job. Yeah. Okay. Taking care of yourself. You's a baddie. I love it. Just breathe in how you want to breathe. Take in control of your breath because you can do that. Yes, yes, you can. And let's go to exercise number 3. Though we're in exercise number 3 because now that your body yaddy is relaxed, we gotta tap it in. Okay, in this exercise we're going to be doing the emotional freedom technique, also known as EFT tapping, which is an alternative therapy for anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, chronic pain, weight loss, fibromyalgia, and so many other conditions. This technique to me is 2 of the 5 forms of self-love that I learned when I was younger from Gary Chapman, which are pairing physical touch with words of affirmation. So double the love, you know? And when we're doing this, we are literally moving energy on our bodies and we're allowing new things in. We're dissolving some old things. We're shaking things up. We're waking things up and we're allowing things to go and we're setting some new laws for ourselves that will work for us, you know? That's what we're doing in this exercise. Okay. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. I forgot that this PSA is a non-stop. Okay, so for this exercise number 3, the pause is because this exercise is not recommended if you're currently driving or operating heavy machinery. If you are doing those things, I'm going to highly recommend and strongly recommend, because I'm not going to be liable for this, is I want you just to repeat the affirmations. And that's A-okay. You don't need to do the taps. You can always do the taps later when you are in a stable environment and you can do these taps, okay? Safety. That's all. I like you existing. It's that part for me. I just want you alive, baby. So don't do that. Just repeat the affirmations for this particular exercise if you're driving. Okay? Okay. Back to our regular scheduled show. Today, we're going to be doing 4 taps, and they are going to be the collarbone, the ribs, under the arm, and the thymus. And here's the thing about these taps is you got to know the instructions before you even do this so that you can really feel the entire exercise in its fullness. So let me give you the instructions, and then I'm going to explain to you the why behind the what. Because you should know why we do what we do, not just for you to follow along, because you're the leader of your life. And I'm going to give you some extra knowledge. So the instructions for this exercise is, first, you got to accept your feelings where you are right now. Your feeling isn't a part of your alert system, and all your feelings are A-okay. I like saying this, I think it's an analogy, if I'm not mistaken. We're still learning parts of English and their actual titles, adulting. So when I think of emotions and feelings, I think of it as background music, because in my life, I think that I'm the main character. And then I have side characters and supporting characters. There's protagonists, there's antagonists, there's rising action. It's a whole storyline, okay? My life is a storyline. Like, your life is a storyline. And your feelings are part of your background music. They can forecast of what's going to happen. They can be what's happening in the current moment. You can have sound effects that are part of that. But your feelings are those things, okay, for your life. And accepting those means that you accept all of your story at the exact same time. No, it probably is not 100% the best sometimes, and that's okay. But know that your feelings, there's no shame in you feeling the way that you feel. And when you accept your feelings and you accept your background music, you can change the tune. You can change the station. And you're like, what? I'm like, yeah. That's the reason why I want you to accept, because that's the first part of this exercise. And please, you know that we're going to be locking all of those affirmations that we previously said and say it and claim it. So really lock those in, because it's our time to live our best life, this life. Okay? It really is. That's what all this is giving. Your best life season. Your best life. So now that you know the instructions, you also need to know why behind the what, and then how to do the taps. And the why behind the what, when it comes to the collarbone specifically, that's our first tap, is it dissolves the feeling of being stuck and allows ease in moving forward and increases confidence and clarity. The reason that we do this really is when we can move our energy, we can also change our life. That's why this is why this is a staple in this show, is because of the fact that my life has been rapidly changing. I have heard stories from listeners, and their lives have rapidly changed just from them doing these exercises. Okay, so just hear me out. How to do the collarbone tap is this. Your collarbone is located right below your neck area at the very top of your torso. Not where your shoulders are, but underneath that area. For me, as I'm talking, I can actually go from my neck and feel down, and I can feel little nubbies. And I call them nubbies because it feels like little balls underneath my skin. Those are my collarbones at the very top before it goes even further down on my chest bone. Okay, that's where my collarbone is. That's where I'm going to tap. And how you tap, you can tap with a fist. And when I say that, do it like a knocking motion and being gentle with yourself when you're doing that. Or you can rub on that area, or you can take your index and middle finger and just lightly tap on those collarbones. Left and right, alternating at the same time. Doesn't really matter. You do you, okay? And the next tap that we're going to have to talk about is the ribs. Why do we even touch the ribs? The ribs shouldn't be touched. The ribs should be touched. Trust me when I say the ribs should be touched. And the reason why they should be touched is because it dissolves anger and other primitive emotions, okay? Like fight or flight, survival, all that stuff. This is why we do this. And when we do that, it changes it from that to allowing compassion, happiness, safety, acceptance, transformation, and peace. You're like, what? Just by tapping on that area? Yeah. Isn't that cool? Like, you have everything already within you, baby. You have everything already within you and on you. So how to do this tap is literally, I want you to take your hands, and we're going to do the knocking motion that, like I said, we're going to do for the collarbone. And I want you literally to go underneath your chest area to tap onto your ribs. If you are someone that can't feel your ribs, that is okay. It's the motion and the tapping of that area that is the primary focus. It's not you actually touching on your ribs, okay? Because personally, I can't touch on my ribs. Just telling you personally. So I just want you to tap side to side on that. And then please know, this is a mini disclaimer I'm just going to throw in there. If you fart, belt, burch, cough, sneeze, and do any of these things, these are all things of releasing, and it's perfectly fine and it's natural. Don't shame yourself for it. Just going to throw that out there. Because when you're doing these taps, that can come up. And I'm just like, I had to let my husband know. I'm like, these taps cause me to burp. My apologies. Okay, now that you know how to do that, we're going to go to number 3, which is underneath the arms. And the reason why we do that is because it dissolves guilt, worry, and obsessing. We don't do that no more. And this technique also allows clarity, confidence, relaxation, and compassion for self and others. How to do this one? This one feels a little bit more awkward. Just going to throw this out there. Is I want you to put your hands out to the side of you, and I want you to bring your hands inward, okay? Like you're going to do the Superman or Superwoman pose on the sides of your body. And then I want you to move your fingers in, and then I want you to start tapping underneath your arms. It's going to feel awkward, but this is the tap for this one, okay? And mind you, we're only doing it for a couple of affirmations, and then we're going to move to the next one. So uncomfortable for a second, but long-lasting effects, okay? Long-lasting effects. And now let's talk about the last tap, the thymus, also known as the Tarzan tap, okay? The reason why we do this tap is because, one, it boosts our immune system. What? I know, right? And it also locks in all that new balance and alignment throughout our body that we're doing with the taps for the collarbone, the ribs, and underneath the arm. How to do this one is to go to your chest bone, literally right in between your breast area, and I want you to go ahead and lightly knock on that area, or you can take your index and middle finger and tap on that area or rub on that area. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Please make sure when you're doing any of these taps that you are gentle with your body like you are gentle with others. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? Now that you know all this, you know how to do it, you know the why, you know the what, let's just go ahead and get started because it's about that time. So start out by tapping on your collarbones, and please know I'll let you know when to switch the taps, when to pause repeating after me, stop repeating after me, and everything in between. Okay? Now while tapping on your collarbones, repeat after me. I love myself. I trust myself. I honor myself. I value myself. Pause repeating after me. Switch to tapping on your ribs. Resume repeating after me. For the good of all and harm to none, money flows to me easy and effortlessly. I love my skin. I am gentle with myself. Pause, repeating after me. Switch to tapping underneath the arms. Y'all, we can do this. Come on now. You got this. Game time. Now, resume repeating after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Stop repeating after me for right now. Go ahead and switch to tapping onto your thymus on that chest bone. Resume repeating after me. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day and in every way, my life gets better and better. My success is inevitable. Stop tapping on your thymus and stop repeating after me. Exercise completed. Yeah. Bop, 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 bop to the next exercise. Because we can't do this dance, we're going to start dancing for a second. Hey. You're like random, right? Hey, you know me. I think if you've been listening to my affirmation, you know I can go sometimes silly and break out into song because the song must go on. Yeah. Let's head to the last exercise. This exercise is called venting gratitude. This is where we vent gratitude for whatever it is we want to appreciate and uplift. The instructions are simple for this one. Just start out by saying thank you and then start listing whatever it is that you are thankful for. We do this in a rampage style, so that means that we just keep going in on whatever it is that you are grateful for until the exercise comes to a stop and a close. How will you know me, you may ask? I got you. You're going to hear the exercise completed sound, which will let you know that we are stopping the rampage. Now, let's just go ahead and begin. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you, God, for now. Thank you, God, for my house. Thank you, God, that house is clean. It looks so good. It feels so good. Thank you, God, that I found my heated blanket. It works wonders. Thank you, God, for the bubble gun. Oh, my God, I'm having so much fun. So much fun. Thank you, God, for coaches. Thank you, God, for wise insights. Thank you, God, for my voice. Thank you, God, for all of my experiences and my story. Thank you, God, for my coaching clients. Oh, they bring me so much joy. Thank you, God, for each one of them. Thank you, God, for their story, their walk, their talk, their smiles, and everything about them. Just thank you, God, for them. Thank you, God, for my family. Thank you, God, for my papa, my dog. Thank you, God, for all of what you've brought me through, especially in the last couple of years. Actually, just my entire life. Thank you, God, that I made it. Thank you, God, that my mom made it and nothing happened to her during my childbirth. Thank you, God, that I'm here now. Thank you, God, for my grandparents and my great-grandparents and my great-great-great-grandparents. Thank you for all of my family that are no longer here, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at, sitting where I'm at, doing what I am doing. Thank you for each one of them. Thank you for their triumphs. Thank you for their hardships. Thank you for all of what was going on in history. Thank you, God, for their entire life stories. Thank you, God, for my mom. Truly, truly, truly thank you. And thank you, God, for my dad. Truly, truly, truly. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. I need a second after that one, y'all. I went into my feels, and I might be crying, and I'm not going to lie, because I do cry. And it is what it is, y'all. I'm a crier, okay? And I learned some new things yesterday when I was doing my other podcast, Speak From Your Heart show, and I interviewed my mom, and I learned things that I never knew, which also included that they thought she had cancer when she was carrying me, and they didn't know if she was going to make it or not. So I'm thankful that I'm here. I'm alive. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful, okay? Please know, right now I'm just in a lot of gratitude in my feels and all that jazz, okay? But that's not going to stop us from celebrating everyone, okay? Celebrating you, celebrating your life, your accomplishments, you existing right now, because we're great with us just being us. So let me give you this round of applause, because you deserve it every day. And now we get to go to the topic of the day. Please know, if you're listening in on the live audience, you are allowed to come up and be a guest. I believe the timer is set for 3 minutes, and your time to shine is now until the end of this episode, okay? So before we even get started on the topic of the day, let's go ahead and get the music. Ooh, yeah. Before our size is going to continue on, because we ain't doing that. Nope. So, today's topic of the day, we're going to be talking skincare for the cold weather. Okay? And as the summer season brings the hot months, okay, to the end of the autumn transitions into cooler, rainy days, you'll need to step up your skincare regimen to ensure your skin stays healthy, okay? Glowing, if you will. Amazing. Your skin, especially the kind that tends to dry out, suffers a beating when exposed to harsh weather conditions, okay? And the thing is that dry skin does not discriminate based off your ethnicity, okay? Black skin can dry too, okay? I'm just letting you know, it can dry too. It's all about the temperature, because everyone's skin is sensitive, okay? And I will say this, is that if you're a part of the melanin-hued individuals, please know that your skin is different than someone that has less melanin in your skin. You're like, there's no way. And I'm like, there's studies that actually have been done, okay? And your skin is affected a little bit differently. Not much, but it is different. Please know that there are different types of skin. There's oily, dry, and combination, okay? Usually, when it comes to dry skin, you suffer a lot during the colder season. The most common sign of damage during the chilly weather months is that the skin surrounding the nose and the mouth can begin to flake or chap. Red spots where your skin feels tight may also appear. The reason for this is that cold weather usually robs your skin of its moisture. It snatches it for its own. Why? I can't tell you that. But as a result, your skin is left dry and more vulnerable to injuries. So you're like, okay, I get that, Charente. I'm experiencing that Charente. Like, but what the hell do I do? I'm getting there. Chill. Trust. I got you. So please know that it's going to start with your cleansing of the skin process. And what I mean is, you're going to want to remove the dead skin cell with a mild exfoliation. You could, when it comes to exfoliation, mind you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of new products. You can take some soap, like some black seed soap, okay? Mix it with a little bit of some sugar or some salt with it. And then you can use that as your exfoliator. Okay, maybe throw some oils in there if you want to throw some oils in there. You do what you got to do, but you can make your own exfoliation stuff. You don't have to go and buy it, but do what you're going to do. Please know that when you're using this gentle cleanser, okay, it can have beads, salt, sugar if you need to. Make sure that you're using a soft washcloth so that you can get it off easy and gently, okay? After you do the cleansing, you're going to need to use an intense moisturizer to hydrate your skin to bring it back to life. Please know that when it comes to your moisturizer specifically, I'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to go in on that because we got to talk about how you even lock that in. But know that this also, besides having moisturizer in this part, you also need to think about your current body wash too. Because your body wash could have ingredients in it that could be also drying your skin out. Drying agents include, oh my gosh, this is where Charente has to learn scientific words. Glycolic, or, oh my gosh, salicylic acid. Okay, I know personally for me, my Neutrogena has this, so I'm not going to be using her these winter months. I'll be making something else. Trust and believe that. So be mindful of what you're putting on as your body wash. And know that after you take your shower, wash your face, do all of this, you want to use a toner and then moisturize within 30 seconds of finishing your cleansing to avoid further dehydration. So you want to do it back to back to back. There's no pass and go, there's no stops, just finish your entire routine. And when it comes to moisture, because I told y'all I'm gonna go in on that. In summer, generally speaking, when you're using moisturizer, they should be of the lighter variety. But when you get to winter, okay, you're gonna want to replace those products with some richer formulas that have oils, balms, and creams. Okay. Don't forget that your lips also take priority too. So make sure that you're putting vitamin A, C, and E on is absolutely importante, as well as having chapstick on you. Okay? You can use Burp if you need to. You can use CarMax if you need. Figure out something that's going to work for you, gel with you, and vibe with you. That's going to actually keep your lips moisturized. Hear me when I say that. You don't want it. You don't want this. Another thing to note is consider doing overnight deep moisturizer treatments, which can help particularly dry areas like your hands, feet, elbows, knees, and lips. Okay? And how you can do that is cover your hands or your feet with cotton gloves and socks to hold the moisture in all night after you put on the oils, the balms, or the creams, okay? After you put that on, put that on. I know for me, my feet, when I wake up, they look different. They look glowing. They looked moist, okay? They look moist. So if you need to do overnight. Another thing is, when it comes to keeping your moisture, you should keep the ones that you already have. So that means the natural oils your skin produces also help protect it and keep it healthy. It's a good idea to avoid long baths and showers, and you shouldn't wash your body too frequently either. Yes, hygiene is important, but just be mindful because this can dry you out really, really bad, especially if you're taking long showers all the time. When I say all the time, like a couple times a day kind of thing. You want to be mindful of that. And I will say, when you do get into the water to cleanse yourself, make sure to use warm water, not hot water. Okay? And then after bathing or showering, pat dry and moisturize your damp skin. Okay? Now, the next thing is, even though the sun ain't in her wearing form, okay, she ain't beating down all that heat, you don't still want to forget your sunscreen, because just because it's cold outside doesn't mean the sun isn't affecting your skin, okay? The sun reflecting off the snow, if you live in a snowy area, means that the UV rays are hitting you from additional angles. So if you live in a snowy area, do not forget your sunscreen as well, because we believe in our skin glowing and being moist in this piece, okay? Succulent, if you will. The next thing is, because we talked about the body, I want to also talk to you guys about the house, because your environment also plays a factor. Okay, so you want to add moisture to your home. How you can do that, because I've been looking things up per the Mayo Clinic. I think it's Mayo. I think it's Mayo. Per the Mayo Clinic, to counter the drying effects of indoor heat, they suggest that you run a humidifier. You can use a portable or a tabletop model, or one that integrates with your existing heating system. Moisture will be in the air, will actually be absorbed into your skin. So you can do that too to help you as well. And after doing this research, trust and believe, you're just going to be buying her humidifier, okay? Because I believe in my skin, and I believe I can fly with my skin being on point, okay? Okay. And the last thing I will say in regards to this is that take extra care of yourself. Winter skin is more fragile, so if you have a skin condition like eczema or psoriasis, be sure to avoid any irritants or allergens that flare up your condition. Take extra care, take extra precaution, do what you got to do. And finally, moisturize from the inside. And you're like, what? What do you mean moisturize from the inside? Avoid consuming drinks that can lead to dehydration, such as coffee and carbonated drinks. Water is the liquid to drink to have healthy skin. Okay? And you can figure out what kind of water that is for you, because there is different types of water. There's alkaline water. There is also tap water, well water. There's different types of water. So figure out your water, drink that, live your best life. Okay? Consume about 1 liter of water daily to keep your skin beautifully healthy, even when the weather transitions into the cooler temperatures. Okay? I hope you guys can use some of these tips. I hope you guys have fun figuring out how you're going to be taking care of your skin during the colder months, so that you can stay looking snatched as you always are looking. Okay? And we're done with the topic of the day. And if anyone doesn't want to come up, it's time to close out. Are y'all ready to close out? Because I'm ready if you're ready. Yeah. Alrighty, you know what time it is. It's that time where I let you know what gifts are available to you, baby boo. Head over to jclv21.com to get some of these free gifts, because I love giving. It doesn't matter what time of season it is. I like giving. I'm a generous giver. That's just who I am. So, one thing that I would love to give you is, if you're currently in a live audience and you wanted something to listen to on one of your podcasting platforms, this is the thing. Affirmation Station is available everywhere that you can really stream podcasting platforms, okay? And if it's not, reach out to me and I can make some things happen, you know? So listen to the replays of this, because on the replays, you get to hear additional effects and tweaks that me and my producer do to make the show even more engaging. You're like, what, Charente? This is already engaging enough. There's more. There's more. Please know that there's more, okay? And it's fun. The next thing is, join my Lighten Up Your Life with Charente community. I have welcomed about 5 people in the past month to the community. I would love to add you in, okay? I would love to talk with you. I would love to welcome you. I would love to help you do life, okay? So go ahead and join that group. And the last thing that I will mention is, if you are already starting your Christmas shopping and you're like, I don't know what to give somebody, I don't know what to do, head over to my shop. Take a look at the workbooks that I have and the different things that you can use to help you have the best life ever. Because mind you, we have, as of this recording, it's November. we have less than 2 months before the new year is happening. So what's your vision for next year? What is your spending for your finances going to look like for next year with everything going on? In addition to that is, are you writing love notes to yourself or not? And if you're not, do you need a little bit of help? And if any of those things scream at you, then head over to my shop, because I got some things for you that will help you live nonstop, okay? And don't forget to connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn at Charente Carr, which is CharenteCarr. And check out the daily affirmations as well as all the other podcast episodes that are getting published right now. Yeah, it's exciting stuff. So those are the gifts for the day. And now we're going to go ahead and close out. It's a fun day. I'm not saying you got to get out of bed. I'm not saying you got to go home. I don't have that authority. I don't. But I will say that this train is time for it to go full steam ahead to our next destination. Thank you so much for listening in and riding with me to Affirmation Station. You may now exit the train and head to that destination. Remember, there are transfer lines available to the best day ever on platform 2 or the worst day ever on platform 3. Choose wisely on how you're going to see your day on today. Okay, so right now, because I also have other things to focus on, I have to give this disclaimer to the live audiences. I'm going to be taking a hiatus, okay, from live shows during this time that we're ramping up for the holiday season. And the reason is that I gotta do some reflections and I gotta do some plannings out for my life. And I love Affirmation Station, which is why I need to take this rest so I can make this show even better. And you're like, but I love listening to your stuff. Where can I listen to your stuff? Like, I need you, Charente. I got you, baby. I got you. And I'm still going to be here. You can still reach out to me during this time, mind you. But you can listen to Affirmation Station Show on where you listen to podcasts or over on YouTube if you don't have any of those platforms. I make this super accessible to you. Super accessible. So make sure you catch a later episode or a previous episode over there. And because you're part of the live audience, you actually have an all-access pass to all of the episodes up until this point if you go to my wisdom profile. Okay? So I'm thinking about you, baby. I will catch you guys back here next year on January 3rd, 2023 for another amazing episode of Affirmation Station Show at 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to be talking about resumes, specifically Resume 101, and how do you craft a resume that will actually work for you, even if you don't have much experience or if you have all the experience, okay? Because it's a new year, it's a new you, and a new set of opportunities, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. I love you guys so very much to infinity and beyond. I hope you have a fantabulous day, and ta-ta for now. All aboard! Check it. Affirmation Station. What's today's affirmation? Ta-ta! Thank you so much for listening in to this new episode of Affirmation Station Show. Remember to rate and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast streaming platform. Be sure to give me a follow or DM me on Instagram at Charente Carr your key takeaways and your thoughts on this episode and what future topics I should cover. That's all for now. Until next time, see you.